or standing in the kitchen eating cereal alone. I'm the main character till I get home. Then I'm just another girl scrolling on her phone, trying to believe this life is going somewhere, while midnight shadows dance across the room. I'm the main character, and so are you. There are days I feel unstoppable, like every traffic light turns green. And there are days I celebrate getting out of bed before noon. Both versions are me. Maybe happiness was never supposed to look cinematic all the time. I'm the main character until I get home. Then I'm just another girl scrolling on her phone, trying to believe this life is going somewhere, while midnight shadows dance across the room. I'm the main character, and so are you. Maybe the story isn't in the highlights, maybe it's hidden in ordinary nights. Take out containers, miss trains, rain on the window, learning to stay when life isn't exciting every day. I'm the main character, even when nobody sees, even when the apartment's quiet and it's only me. Every small decision, every wrong turn, every dream I'm carrying, every lesson learned. Maybe this ordinary life was extraordinary too. I'm the main character, and so are you. No soundtrack playing, no cameras rolling, just another evening turning in the memory. The automatic doors have greeted me more times this month than my friends have. The coffee machine sounds tired tonight. I think we're both running on borrowed light. And the shelf stands still, neon humming against the chill. Applications sleeping in my phone, promises I've never known. The rent is due in 7 days. My paycheck disappears halfway outside. The city keeps moving on. Inside this store I watch till dawn. Unread messages gather dust like old dreams. Everyone seems closer than they really seem. Night shift and moonlight keeping me awake, counting all the chances I was too afraid to take. The world keeps turning while I'm standing still, holding on to hope like a receipt I cannot kill. Night shift and moonlight, maybe someday soon I'll find a place that's waiting beyond this lonely room. Students laughing by the door, talking about forevermore. I smile and scan another drink, trying not to overthink. Every streetlight on my walk feels like someone trying to talk, saying this won't be your life forever underneath the night. The future hides beyond the morning sky, but somehow I still follow its distant light. Night shift and moonlight, keeping me awake, counting all the chances I was too afraid to take. The world keeps turning while I'm standing still, holding on to hope like a receipt I cannot kill. Light shift and moonlight, maybe someday soon I'll find a place that's waiting beyond this lonely room. Maybe all these sleepless nights are building something I can't see. Maybe every quiet step is leading somewhere meant for me. And when the sunrise finally comes, I hope I'll recognize the person who survived these endless neon skies. Night shift and moonlight shining on the road, every fear and every dream inside, the things I never showed. The world keeps turning, and now I think I will too. One small step beyond the counter, one small step towards something new. Night shift and moonlight, witness to my youth. If tomorrow finally finds me, I'll be ready for the truth. The automatic doors open one more time. Morning slips inside along with the light. How have you been? Such a simple question. Funny how I never know the answer. I posted pictures from a coffee shop, sunlight on the table, everything looked calm. Nobody could see the 100 little worries waiting patiently outside the frame. I keep saying I'm doing good. So often it sounds rehearsed. I'm fine, probably. At least that's what I tell everybody. I'm smiling normally. Most days it's almost true, honestly, but some nights the ceiling knows how far my thoughts can go. I'm fine, probably, maybe. The laundry's folded, the dishes are clean, my calendar's full of responsible things. I've learned how to function, I've learned how to cope, but nobody teaches you how to stop overthinking. Some dreams fade quietly without saying goodbye, and somehow you still miss them years later. I'm fine, probably. At least that's what I tell everybody. I'm smiling normally. Most days it's almost true, honestly, but some nights the ceiling knows how far my thoughts can go. I'm fine, probably, maybe. Maybe growing up isn't becoming fearless. Maybe it's carrying fear without letting it drive. Maybe everybody else is guessing too. Maybe confidence is mostly practice. I'm fine, I'm still breathing, still hoping, still believing there's a version of me I haven't met yet. And maybe she's waiting just around the bend. I'm fine, probably. And tonight, that's enough for me. How have you been? I think I'm getting there. The elevator hums up to floor 12. Another long day packed into her handbag. Keys hit the table, shoes hit the floor. The silence arrives before I close the door. The fridge light flickers like it knows me well. Half a bottle of water and stories I never tell. My coworkers think I've got it figured out. Funny how confidence looks different from the outside. Mom called twice today. I said everything is fine. I almost believed it for a little while. Microwave dinner for one again. The TV talks like it's my friend. I laugh at jokes nobody hears, just me and another Tuesday here. The city's alive outside my window, but tonight I'm somewhere in between, growing up and chasing dreams. The group chat's busy, making weekend plans. I tap a heart reaction instead of saying yes. Not because I'm tired, not because I'm sad, just trying to remember who I am without the rush. Sometimes I wonder if everyone else knows something about life that I don't. Microwave dinner for one again. The TV talks like it's my friend. I laugh at jokes nobody hears, just me and another Tuesday here. The city's alive outside my window, but tonight I'm somewhere in between, growing up and chasing dreams. Maybe nobody's ahead, maybe nobody's behind. Maybe we're all pretending that we're doing just fine. Maybe the answers don't arrive on time. Maybe that's alright. Maybe that's alright. Microwave dinner for one again. But somehow tonight it doesn't feel so strange. The moon hangs softly above the street, and for a moment the world feels kind to me. The city's alive outside my window, and maybe so am I. Maybe so am I. The microwave beeps, the room grows warm. Tomorrow can wait until tomorrow comes. My phone lights up across the room. Tiny stars in the digital sky. Everyone wants something tonight. 3 birthday invitations, 2 work reminders, a sale I never asked for, and a friend from high school posting pictures from a life that looks expensive and strangely familiar. 27 unread messages, and I know I should reply, but every conversation feels like another tab open in my mind. it twice. Send an emoji, call it a night. The truth is, I don't know how to say I'm tired in a way sleep can't fix. Somewhere between being available and disappearing, I've lost the balance. 27 unread messages, and none of them say what I secretly need to hear. At the end of the day, everybody's talking, nobody's listening. Everybody's connected, but I'm still missing something I can't explain, something I can't name. Maybe I'm not lonely, maybe I'm overloaded, maybe my heart needs a quiet mode. Maybe the world moves a little too fast for conversations that are meant to last. 27 unread messages still glowing in the dark, but tonight I put my phone away and listen to my heart. Everybody's talking, the city's still spinning. Before the first time lately, I don't feel like I'm losing. Maybe I don't need another notification. Maybe I just need a little conversation. The screen goes black, the room goes still, and somehow that feels enough. Another wedding photo, another baby post, another promotion, another city, another milestone. Everybody seems to know exactly where they're going, buying houses, making plans, building lives like finished stories, while I'm still editing chapter 3. Sometimes comparison sneaks in quietly, wearing someone else's smile. Maybe I'm not behind, maybe I'm just on a different road, taking longer turns, carrying different loads. Maybe life was never meant to be a race at all. Maybe growing slowly is still growing after all. I spent years believing there was a schedule hidden somewhere that everybody got except me, a secret map to adulthood that I somehow missed. But every person I've ever admired was making it up as they went. Maybe I'm not behind, maybe I'm just on a different road, taking longer turns, carrying different loads. Maybe life was never meant to be a race at all. Maybe growing slowly is still growing after all. The flowers don't compete with the trees. The sunrise never rushes to arrive. The moon doesn't apologize for showing up late. So why should I? No, I'm not behind. I'm exactly where I need to be, learning things that only time can teach. Maybe life was never meant to be measured this way. Maybe being here is enough today. No, I'm not behind. The automatic doors have greeted me more times this month than my friends have. The coffee machine sounds tired tonight. I think we understand each other. 3 a.m. and the city feels unfinished, like somebody stopped writing it. Halfway through, the shelves are standing perfectly still, pretending everything is normal, while I calculate how many sandwiches equal 1 month of rent. The security monitor shows 6 empty aisles, and somehow it feels personal. Night shift and moonlight, keeping each other company. One watches the parking lot, the other watches me. Night shift and moonlight, neither one can sleep, so we stay awake together until the morning forgets us. A man bought instant noodles at 4:15 and stared at the lottery tickets like they owed him something. I wanted to tell him I understood, but cashiers aren't paid to narrate tragedies outside. The moon hangs above the gas station like a broken street lamp nobody bothered to fix. Night shift and moonlight, both of us pretending we're exactly where we plan to be. Night shift and moonlight, watching hours dissolve into coffee cups and fluorescent dreams. When I was 19, I thought I'd be somewhere else, not here counting cigarettes for strangers at 3:47 in the morning. But then again, 19 knew very little about surviving. Night shift and moonlight, keeping old promises alive, the ones we made before reality learned our names. Night shift and moonlight, still waiting for something neither of us can explain, but neither of us has left. The automatic doors open, no one's there. The moon is still outside, clocking in. I found an old notebook in the back of a drawer. Your handwriting looked like a time machine. Dear 17, you wrote your dreams in blue ink across the margins of a math textbook. You were so sure life was about to begin, as if it wasn't already happening. You thought 25 sounded impossibly grown up. You'd laugh if you could see me now. Dear 17, gets messy. The map gets lost, some dreams change shape, some dreams don't. And that's not failure, that's life. You worried nobody would understand you. Funny thing is, sometimes they still don't. But you'll find people who stay anyway, and that's worth more than being understood by everyone. You'll lose some friends, gain some scars, keep some songs and carry them far. Dear 17, I wish you knew you don't have to have everything figured out. The road gets messy, the map gets lost, some dreams change shape, some dreams don't. And that's not failure, that's life. No, you won't become exactly who you imagined, but honestly, she's pretty wonderful too. Dear 17, if I could send this back through all those years, I'd tell you, keep writing, keep hoping, keep trying. You're stronger than you think, and softer than the world deserves. Don't lose that. The notebook closes, the room grows quiet, and for a moment we exist together, you and I. There are words living quietly in the notes app of my phone. One says, I'm sorry, 3 years too late. One says, I miss you, but not enough to press send. One begins with mom and ends unfinished halfway down the page. Funny how the things we never say take up the most space. These are the drafts I'll never send, tiny ghost of who I've been. Every sentence frozen in time, waiting in a place between my heart and my mind. There's one for a friend I slowly lost without a fight, without a reason, just distance, doing what distance does, until strangers wore familiar faces. Sometimes silence isn't empty, it's crowded with unsent things. These are the drafts I'll never send, tiny ghosts of who I've been. Every sentence frozen in time, waiting gifts I'll never send, and that's alright in the end. Some doors close without a sound, some people stay as memories now. Every sentence helped me find a little peace inside my mind. The cursor blinks one last time and disappears into the night. Sunday morning at 11:32, the sunlight found the corner of my room before I moved. There's a coffee cup beside the bed from sometime late this week, a sweater on the chair that hasn't touched a closet in days. The washing machine starts singing downstairs like it's reminding me life keeps happening. I used to think weekends would feel different when I grew up. Sunday laundry spinning in circles just like me, trying to sort out what to keep and what to leave. Some stains disappear, some never do. Sunday laundry in a quiet afternoon. Neighbors laugh through the open window. Someone's cooking something that smells like home. I wonder if they're happy or just good at looking that way. Sometimes I can't tell the difference anymore. The years go by in grocery lists, passwords and receipts. Sunday laundry spinning in circles just like me, trying to sort out what to keep and what to leave. Some stains disappear, some never do. Sunday laundry in a quiet afternoon. There was a version of me at 17 who thought life would be louder than this, but maybe peace was never supposed to make a sound. Sunday laundry still turning slowly, and somehow that feels okay. The sun moves gently across the floor, and for once I don't need more. Just this moment, just this room. Sunday laundry in a quiet afternoon. The machine stops, the room stays still, and for a little while, so do I. It's 1:17. The city is sleeping, except for the questions inside my head. I wonder if the woman I'll become someday would laugh at all the worries keeping me awake. Would she know the answers I've been chasing for years, or just carry different questions instead? Sometimes the future feels so far away. Sometimes it feels like tomorrow morning. Hey, tomorrow's version of me, are you doing okay? Did we figure the things that scare us today. Do you still overthink every little mistake? Or did you finally learn the world doesn't break quite that easily? I still compare myself to people online, still feel behind on random Tuesday nights, still look for meaning in places it won't be found, still lose confidence then find it again somehow. Maybe growing up isn't becoming certain, maybe it's learning to walk through uncertainty. Hey, tomorrow's version of me, are you doing okay? Did we figure out at least some of the things that scare us today? Do you still overthink every little mistake? Or did you finally learn the world doesn't break quite that easily? And if you're listening years from now, I hope you remember this version of us, trying so hard despite everything, even when nobody noticed, even when nobody clapped. Hey, tomorrow's version of me, I think we'll be okay. Maybe not perfect, maybe not fearless, but finding our way. And if you're still carrying some of these doubts, I hope you're carrying a little more kindness too, for the girl writing this tonight. It's 1:43 now. The city's still sleeping, the questions remain, but somehow they feel lighter. Rain again, the sky appears to have unresolved issues with the city. There are umbrellas scattered across my life in cafes, restaurants, train stations and offices, tiny monuments to forgotten afternoons. I've lost so many, I suspect somewhere they formed a support group without me. Names fade, faces drift, conversations disappear like breath on winter glass. Yet somehow an old umbrella can bring everything back. Umbrellas remember more than people do. Every storm, every hurried goodbye, every street we walked together. Umbrellas remember even when we don't, standing quietly in forgotten corners, keeping secrets for the rain. I found one recently behind a closet door, blue fabric, bent handle, a little rust. Near the edge, suddenly I remembered someone whose voice had not crossed my mind for years. Memory is strange, it rarely follows rules. A photograph means nothing, then an old umbrella breaks your heart on a Tuesday the things we meant to say, but carried home instead. Umbrellas, remember the weight of waiting under convenience store awnings, while the world poured around us. Maybe somewhere there is an umbrella still leaning against a cafe wall, patiently expecting a version of me who never forgot to come back. Umbrellas, remember more than people do, not because they are wiser, but because they never leave until they're left behind. Umbrellas, remember every small goodbye and every ordinary day we thought would happen again. Rain slowing, street lights glowing, one umbrella remains at the doorway, waiting for another storm. Every job wants experience. Every experience needs a job. I've been staring at that sentence for 6 months now. Another application, another password, another box asking, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Honestly, I'd settle for next Tuesday. At this point, my resume keeps growing, mostly in file size, not in usefulness. Tomorrow needs experience. Experience needs tomorrow. And somehow they're standing on opposite sides of the same locked door. Tomorrow needs experience. I need tomorrow. So here we are, negotiating again. The rejection email arrived at 2:17 a.m., which feels unnecessary. Even disappointment should sleep sometimes. I almost replied, "Thank you for your consideration," then realized they'd already forgotten me. My coffee knows more about my career plans than most people do. Tomorrow needs experience. The future keeps requesting references from versions of me that haven't existed yet. Tomorrow needs experience, and I keep collecting small qualifications for a life that's still buffering. When I was younger, I thought adulthood was a destination. Turns out it's mostly paperwork and refreshing websites that never change. Tomorrow needs experience. But maybe that's not the whole story. Maybe surviving this long counts for something too. Tomorrow needs experience, and I have persistence, which isn't on my resume. probably should be. Application submitted again. See